Today we are making traditional Polish pierogi filled with cheesy potato filling. I'm coming from Poland and this is the dish from my childhood. You can make them in multiple ways, sweet or savory. I personally prefer them savory, so this is the recipe which we are going to make today. The dough is very simple, you just need few ingredients. The only difference to the original recipe is that I'm replacing quark with ricotta. I'm living in Italy and it's really hard to find it. So if you struggle finding it yourself, you can simply replace it with ricotta or cottage cheese. So starting with our dough. The process is pretty straightforward here. Grab yourself a big bowl, add your flour, olive oil or vegetable oil, salt, and hot water. And just using spatula, combine everything. So combine the dough until you see that it's kind of sticking together. Then we will transfer it to the board and finish by hand. The whole process can be done in the stand mixer, so if you want to save yourself some time and cleaning, go for it. If kneading by hand, it should not take you longer than 5 to 7 minutes. The dough has to be well combined without any dry parts. So our dough is very soft and elastic. Now all what's left to do is to cover with a plastic wrap and let it rest for 15 minutes. In the meantime, we will take care about our filling. Probably the most delicious thing about this filling is caramelized onion. Just simply drop your onion into the pan along with some olive oil and roast for about 3 to 4 minutes. Alright, our onion is ready. Time for our potatoes. You can simply mash them with the fork, but I personally prefer when the filling is very smooth, so I'm using a blender. Now here is the best part of this recipe. If you happen to have some leftover mashed potatoes, you can use them here. The end result will be same delicious as using freshly boiled ones. So now we can combine our filling. We have our boiled potatoes mashed, brown onion and ricotta. Grab yourself a bowl and mix it up well. Add your potatoes, caramelized onion, ricotta cheese and simply combine using a fork. Now add your salt and pepper to taste. And my tip here is to be generous with the pepper. In my opinion, it gives spice and earthy flavor. Alright, our filling is ready. Before cutting your dough into quarters, lightly flour your surface. Now, while working on one part of the dough, keep the other ones covered. The dough is really dry and you don't want to have a skin on it. Now go ahead and lightly flour your dough and rolling pin. The dough tends to stick a bit, so this will make your life a bit easier. The only criteria here is to get the dough really thin. I absolutely love this type of dough. It's simple, delicate and super soft. That's the thickness which you should achieve. Alright, grab yourself a bowl. Grab yourself a glass or a pierogi cutter or whatever works for you and cut out the dough. My tip here is to cut them as close as possible. We don't want to waste any piece of the dough. Now to the important part, molding pierogi. Grab your dough and in a circular motion gently stretch to make more space for the filling. Using a small trigger release cookie scoop or simply 2 teaspoons, place around 1 teaspoon of the filling over each dough round. Then brush the edges with some water, fold over, grab the dough and pull the 2 edges together around the filling and pinch firmly. For a prettier look, I like to crimp the border using 3 fingers to create kind of a ribbon shape. And that's how to make pierogi. Simple, isn't it? Alright, our pierogi are done. Time to boil them. Actually, first we have to prepare our toppings. To make them, simply add around 3 tablespoons of olive oil along with bacon and onion. Roast them until all ingredients are golden brown. The combination of bacon and onion is absolutely delicious, so do not skip this one. Alright, off to the next one. Boil your pierogi in batches. If your pot will be overfilled, pierogi will stick together and you will have a hard time separating them. Once you see them floating on top, it takes around 2 to 4 minutes to fully cook. Once the time is up, drain them using a slotted spoon. Technically they are ready, but I would like to show you my favorite way to enjoy them, by frying on the pan. To fry your pierogi, generously oil your pan. Drop them in and fry around 1 to 2 minutes on each side. To finish off, for the last 30 seconds, I like to add our topping, so the flavors can combine together. Time for plating. Arrange your pierogi however you desire and spoon over all of the toppings. You can finish off by adding some sour cream, but I am going simple today. This recipe brings me straight back to my mom's kitchen when she was making it as I was a kid. It is such a great recipe, simple, easy, and everyone will love it. You should definitely give it a try. So let's do the taste test. Wow, they are so delicious. Crispy on the outside, soft filling inside. The bacon and the onion are giving so much flavor, you should definitely try it. With this recipe you can be so creative, you can make them sweet, for example with fruits, or savory like this. The method will always work. So I really have to finish this dish right now. If you like my videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel, give me a like, ring the bell, and I really hope to see you in the next one. They are just great. I'm out.